Kenny McPeek will saddle horses in the two-year-old stakes. We'll start with the one today. Rosalind goes in the Darley Alcibiades. Tell me how she's coming up to the race.
She's done super. You know, her first race was an easy one for her, and then the last race at Churchill, she ran third in the Pocahontas. But the filly's very professional. I think she'll handle the poly track really well. But you know, I think you know, I've won the race 3 times, which I'm really proud of, and I think this filly's got a chance to knock down 4.
Has she trained on poly?
In the spring, she did. Yeah, she's been over it. I don't think that's a big issue. I think she'll get over it fine. But she's a big, strong, strapping filly, and we think this will propel her to either the juvenile filly's turf or dirt. She's out of theatrical mare, which is good stuff, and you know, she looks the part, and up to now she's run really well.
A lot of your horses too this time of year, when the distances get longer, they seem to be really hitting their best stride. I assume it's the same for her, that she'll love 2-turn.
I like stretching young horses out. You know, as soon as they get a 2-turn race, for most of them, we're trying to have them prepared for that. And she's jumped through all the hoops really easily, and we've got some others that have done the same thing. And yeah, I like this time of year.
Arctic Slope in the Dixiana Breeders Futurity comes off a nice win. Tell me about that last race.
Well, you know, this colt's really professional in his own right. He's a homebred for John Ed Anthony and Shortleaf Stables, the stable name. But this colt's done everything right. His last race at Churchill, you know, was fantastic. He's an absolute professional. The race in Saratoga, the horse that beat him came back and won a stake right after that. And I think that's a key race. And he's a horse that's improving and maturing, and maybe ends up back on the grass at some point, but this is once again another really good spot.
What about the surface and the distance here for him?
Same thing, not really concerned about it. I think he'll handle it fine. The distance is an easy one. He's handled it on two other surfaces. But other than horses that have been running at Arlington, we really haven't had much of an opportunity to run him over the poly, but he'll run well over it.
For both of these horses, big fields in these 2 races, are they the kind of horses that, you know, kind of easy for the jock to maneuver? I mean, you don't know a lot about them, obviously, at this point. But
well, I think since they've made these win-in-your-in races, I think that they're that much more attractive and more people take shots at them. The last 3 years, we've had overflow fields in these 2 races, and you know, I think that's probably a good thing. It's not supposed to be easy.
I remember last year you were telling me that you kind of changed your strategy a little bit, didn't run your horses maybe at the Turfway meet as much in September, and didn't feel like maybe you were set up as well as you had been in the past for that meet last fall. And then you went on and after the Churchill meet had a really strong meet. And if I remember, serves a lot of seconds here. How are you set up for this meet this year?
Well, I think we've got pretty good line on it. I'm going to run probably 40-45 before the meet's over. And the Turfway meet, the last few years, the purses haven't been that attractive, so there wasn't that much motivation to fire away there really hard. The Churchill meet was better, and we had a solid meet over there, although it didn't run that much either. But I'm guilty. I point to Keeneland. I do it.
Tell us about just this 2-year-old crop that we'll see a lot of these, you know, first timers this weekend and beyond. That it's an exciting time of year. Anything in particular that you're really particularly eager to send out there?
Well, I love how Piper Jade's doing. She's going to run this weekend on Sunday. The colt we run this afternoon here at Keeneland, Shekinator, acts like any kind of horse. We're a little bit behind the curve with some of our young horses for whatever reason. It might even be November or even later than that we really see them rolling. But there's a good base, and you know, between Rosalind and Arctic Slope, they're putting us in a couple of big ones, and we've got several other ones that are on the bench that haven't quite gotten to the races yet.
That will do it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.